Hey everybody, welcome back to Over Here, We Craft for Money. I'm DJ, and in today's video, this one does have this one got a lot of steps, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna speed up the video so you're not here all day, but I'm gonna slow down enough to show you what's going on in case you decide that you want to make some of this for your own home decor. So let's jump into supplies and show you what you're gonna need. All right, so we are on our patio where our YouTube channel first started. And the first thing we did was put on an apron because, baby, I'm a messy crafter and we about to be messing with paint. All right, so the first thing that I'm using, so basically let's back up. I am making a corner sign. So to do that, you all might recognize this little beauty. She was one of the items that was in our $10 Michael's box that went viral with over 200,000 views. Thank you, and thank you, Jesus, for that. But anywho, we're gonna be repurposing it, and we're gonna be using this part to stabilize the corner door sign. So she will get her day to shine. Let's move her over to the side. All right, to make the sign, I'm going to go back to use our yardsticks that we got from the Home Depot, the ones they used to give out for free, but now you got to pay for them. So we're going to use 2 of these to make it a decent height for the corner. I have the good old-fashioned popsicle sticks that you would normally use to bring those 2 together. I don't think they're going to work because of what we're going to put on top of it. So I do have one of the free paint stick stirrers, and in the video you'll see how I'm going to use these together. And in my craft stash, I have some Gorilla wood glue, so it just makes sense to use that because why not? I already got it, and anything that can help make it stable will be important. All right, so to make the sign, and my outside of my decor is Grinch themed because y'all know I love him. I am going to be using some signs that I got from the Dollar Tree. I think one is missing because I have 2 of these big ones. So these are going to be painted white, red, and green. So again, I got another big one. So that's a total of, count Dale, 5 of these little Dollar Tree signs that we're going to end up cutting vinyl and putting a message on these. So this is what's going to help us make our super cute sign. Right, to get this accomplished, I am going to have to paint. So I have some Waverly chalk paint in white that I always keep in my stash. That's why I buy it in the big jar because I use a lot of this. All right, for my red part of the sign, right, I'm going to paint 2 of the arrows red. I have 2 different color reds. One was part of a folk art 3-pack, and one is obviously my Waverly red. I think I may mix them together because I want a really nice, rich red. So these are just acrylic paint that I have here. Now, white, obviously the white signs, I'm going to use this one, but then I needed green. I don't have any green. I don't know what happened to my green. I don't have any. So I'm going to test out mixing the gold and the blue together because yellow and blue should make green. A couple of other things you're going to need. You're going to need some popsicle sticks or sticks to stir, some toss away cups that you don't need. That's what I use to mix all my paint up. I prefer to use foam rollers. I get this in a pack of 5 from Home Depot. And then I have my other one from the last time we did one of our Thanksgiving signs. So I just brought them both out so that way I don't have to switch out for a different color. So I have 2 of those. And then I think if I get the right color green, I might want to pizzazz up the white arrows. And so I've got my little sponge roller dabber to let me get some little circles and kind of make a polka dot. You'll see how this will kind of tie all those things in together. And because one of those red paints are a little thick, I did put some water in a little jar just in case I have to thin it out. And even though I'm going to use the wood glue, I have my staple gun because I just want to secure and make sure that that doesn't fall. Again, I'm a messy crafter, so I have myself one of my fiber cloth towels that I will be using in case something spills. And I believe that is everything. So let's go in and start to make this project. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to put the 2 sticks together and secure them with the paint stick. So I'm going to put a little wood glue there, and then I'm going to put the stirrer stick on top, and I'm going to staple it in several places just to secure it, and then I'll put it to the side till I'm ready to paint it. Next thing I'm going to do is try to make my green. So I put some white in, a little water to kind of loosen that paint up. And I added some mica powder to it, thinking that it would get me the green I need, because that always works in resin. But guess what, guys? It doesn't work with the paint. It got it a little lighter green, but not enough. So now we're going to go into old fashioned, back to preschool, and we're going to mix blue. And we're going to mix this gold yellow that I have. I don't have real yellow, but I do have antique gold. That's going to work. See, need the towel already. Got glue, got paint everywhere. All right, we're going to go ahead and mix that in, and we're going to stir until we can get that to a green that we can live with, because we are not going nowhere and buying nothing else. We're using what we got. Eventually, I got to a green that I could live with, and between that, the water, and the stirring, we have our green. We're moving on. All right, so now this is going to be up to you. I went Grinchy, but you can make this porch sign on these arrows any way you want. You'll need to remove the ribbon that's attached to them, and you need to paint. So I'm going to paint out the first one in white, and depending on where your sign is going to be, you will probably want to get the sides all the way around. You don't necessarily have to worry about the back, because nobody's going to see the back but you. Now, y'all can't tell, but there's an iguana crawling on the power line. And it is freaking me out. Thank God there was no sound for that. Moving on to the green. Now I'm going to go ahead and lay my green down. And it turns out to look nice on the sign. I wasn't so sure about it, but I was already committed, so we were going to keep on going. I am using foam rollers because I find that it helps work. That particular roller was being real disrespectful and coming off, so I got a fresh one when it came time to do the red. I end up loving my red that I chose. It is a home deco, I think it's called, but it's candy apple red if you're looking for it. It came in a 3-pack from Hobby Lobby. Again, making sure you're going all the way around, and you should do better than DJ. Wear gloves. I didn't have any gloves nearby, and I got tired and kept getting up. Plus, I was trying to keep an eye on that darn iguana on that power line. So then I get my little baby brush and get into those little corners, because on red, it stood out. So I just filled in those little cracks, and now it's going to use my little dabber to add my circles that you should have seen if you watched my refresh Grinch wreath yesterday. Did you watch that video? Let me know down in the comments if you've been following along on my journey. Now it's time to go ahead and paint the long stick, and I'm just painting that white because we're going to affix the arrows to that. Get all the sides, get all the way around, and then let everything dry. Next, I cut out using my Hello Grinch font I got from Creative Fabrica, and it just says, and you'll see as we build it, the first one says, "Hey Santa." Now, the one thing I did do about the time I went and put it outside was I put an offset around it. I don't show you that here in the video, but I did go back and do that just because I wanted it to stand out a little bit more as people walk by. The next one will go on the next sign, and this one says, "I was nice." And see how I put it on there, but then you can't really see it off the dots. So by the time the finished product came, you will see it. Of course, I had to tell Santa I was naughty. And that one's going on that sign. And then lastly, never mind Santa, I'll buy my own gifts. I thought that was cute. And then I go ahead and put that on the bottom. Now, I did do that one on the offset because I knew that one was going to be hard, and I think that's what gave me the idea at the end, that the offset looked better behind the polka dots. And with that, this is a wrap, y'all. We went from this to that. I'm loving it, and wait till you see tomorrow's video, because the front door comes together with one final piece. Can you guess what it is? Let me know down in the comments if you know what the third piece will be. I really hope you are enjoying this journey to Christmasize everything. I know I'm having a great time. It's a lot of fun. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And until tomorrow, bye everybody.